Yosh!
So we're finished with Japan, moving to Germany. Mueller, again, the only thing I will touch to a goalkeeper's skills is the shoot. That's it. I'm not going to touch the skills. It's up to you guys if you want to change it. I personally don't change things like that. Actually, I'll never use Mueller because he's far too expensive for his own good. Next is Chester. Edge, remove it. Jumping volley, remove it. I genuinely don't think if there's a difference between the resistance to tackles. So I'm not going to touch it. No control pass. Okay. Handsome. You can keep that. This is on activating zone with the dribble, not activating V zone with the dribble. So on your second dribble, your V zone will be charged. That's what handsome is. Remove every other skill. Make for sure useless, technically useless, or loser useless. So only keep handsome on him. Remove everything else, and you're good to go with Chester. Karls. Now that's a very good player. Remove the shoots, obviously. Keep the hedgehog charge as R2. The R1 tackle can just be shoulder charge. You don't need hedgehog tackle for R2. I mean, if you could afford it, then you can go with that, but I suggest you don't. Karls is a defensive midfielder player. Keep his ball hunter. Fashion Boule useless. Dynamo useless. Acrobat. While I did have that as a useful skill for Sano, that was because he's an offensive player. Karls is a defensive player. So Acrobat is useless for him. Strong and silent, useless. Just keep ball hunter on him. And hedgehog charge as R2. We have all of his shoots removed. Not that you can use it anyway. Fairy shoots will now go above the goal. So yeah, fairy shoot is now bugged. Just don't even think about using it. His fairy jump is an interesting thing. I say that, but you know, it's costly for no reason, and it's not like you're gonna dribble anyone with Hein. There's no reason to. Just keep German Golden Dew. As for skills, assist maker for Schneider. And that's it. None of these skills are useful for him. Just keep assist maker and German Golden Dew. Poor Hein, but that's just how it is. Make sure to have Matador trick on both of your dribbles. Schneider. I may have given him too much skills for this event, but that's because, you know, he was the highlight. So, fire shoot, high fire shoot, Kaiser dribble, double touch. These are the skills you guys must have on him. You can change the tackle, so that's a 20 cost right there, exploded. I was using German Spirit. You have to use the captain that the online event wants you to use. So it's not really up to me who to have as captain skill. Emperor's Dignity, yes, keep it. Pressure Monster, nope. I was just having it for the sake of, you know, the level. Penalty Area Daredevil, it does give you a nice boost, I'm not gonna lie. But is it worth it? I mean, Schneider is one heck of a monster when he uses Fire Shoot with this, because Fire Shoot makes Schneider move forward a little, and that little can help you activate Penalty Area Daredevil. So it's useful for Fire Shoot, but not so useful for High Fire. But, I mean, if you didn't have enough room, just remove Penalty Area Daredevil. But if you could afford it, it's a really good skill to have on top of these other 5. Defense Mastery, Super Ace, Goal Hunter, and Power Shooter. You can easily one-shot anyone with this. Margus. Let's just remove that. Hypercharge. Power fighter, overpowering shoot, goal hunter, nope. Goal getter, nope. Sprinter, nope. Okay, so not even that's good enough. Just use overpowering shoot and his powerful header. That's it for Marcus. Remove everything else from him. So that was the end of Germany. Now for France, we have Jean. So remove his shoot and everything. Remove his block. It's a C range, 10 cost, not worth it. Upper tackle, you can't really change that. And spear tackle. Definitely keep these two. As for the rest, let's just start from scratch. Comeback is very important. Do have that always. Dynamo, not good. Shield confidence, you'll never activate this skill. Defense king, I mean, it only works on one player. If you could use it, but I suggest you don't. Shield prestige, prestige. Again, it's not a skill you usually activate, so put that aside as well. Terrifying Pursuit, where usually the AI wastes this skill. So, I don't know. It's 8 cost, definitely not worth it. Just Combat Kit will be enough for Jean anyway. He does have 88 speed, that's more than enough for him. Remove the block and everything. Artist on the field, Combat Kit, these two are the most important ones. Early Bird, if you're planning on using Pierre as a striker, if you're planning on using dual slider shoot, then sure, I guess. But some people have told me that dual slider shoot has been nerfed in the last update. And, let me check. C speed? I'm pretty sure it was higher than that. Was this updated? Yes, it was. They did nerf dual slider shoot. It was A speed before. Now after the update, it's C speed. Wow. So they really did nerf Pierre's dual slider shoot. So best not to use it at all. So early bird, forget that. Natural leader, I'll get to that soon. Incredible stamina. Multi-role if you're planning on using him as a defender. But yeah, other than that, you don't really need multi-role. But natural leader, if you do have someone in your team that has soul pass, you don't need this. But if there's no one on your team with a soul pass, use Pierre's natural leader. With 2 dribbles, you'll have all of your players, all of your teammates, except the goalkeeper, at max spirit. You'll just charge everyone's spirit with 2 dribbles, thanks to this skill. If you don't have soul pass, use this. If you do, then just remove it immediately. Finish this guy and go for Napoleon. Oh, and by the way, I forgot to mention. If you're using Napoleon, use Eiffel Tower Rush. Napoleon is surprisingly well balanced. Cannon shoot, definitely. Let's just go with the skills first. Overpowering shoot, penalty area, daredevil. These 2 are the most important ones. Striker's duty, early bird, first out the gate, focus, total focus, and lethal weapon. So lethal weapon is actually very useful in the original characters event. The problem is the cost. It's 10 cost. If you could afford it, do use it. But again, it's a 10 cost skill. You probably won't have enough room to use it, which is what happened with me every time I try to use it for myself. As for his skills, if you're, overpowering shoot, penalty area, daredevil, 2 skills that buff his overhead kick. So he can be useful. If you're planning on using him with someone that can cross for him, you have someone specifically for crossing, then use overhead kick. If you don't have anyone for that, just remove overhead kick. You're just wasting your cost there, right there. But if you do have someone like Nita or Victorino lying around, then yeah, use overhead kick for this guy. And that's it. What? I did not select this guy. Netherlands. Dirk. I can't believe they actually changed his name. So yeah, just remove everything for Dirk. Charisma. Remove his shoots, everything, just keep spinning cuts. his skills. If you're planning on using Nita with his Star Falcon, use Cross Machine. And Crosser, both of these guys. If not, then if you don't gonna use Nita Star Falcon, then just remove this. Multi-roll, I mean, does anyone use this guy as a defender? I think not, but if you're planning on using him as a defender, then sure, multi-roll will help. I won't. Assembling. None of your shoots, none of your passes, nothing. Why would anyone use this guy in any position? United pass is good. Soul pass is good. Just keep him for a soul pass. Nothing else matters here. Just soul pass will do. Okay, there's that speed shooter guy. No sonic shoot for you. Speedster, born to dribble. Speedster and dribbler. He already has 91 speed, so these two together will be more than enough for him. So yeah, you don't need born to dribble for this guy. And if you're planning on using him, then yep, sonic shoots. Kilauea. Now we're going for the big boy. Let's just go with the skill first. Destroyer, it's pretty much useless. The time of activation for that skill is not long. Plus it's useless on people like Hernandez, so let's just remove that. Power shooter first priority. After that is overpowering shoots. None of these other shoots are useful. Okay, first things first, power shooter if you could afford more, overpowering shoot. Forwards are always a top priority for, you know, your strikers. Jumping volley, I personally won't, you know, recommend it, but it's alright. Keeping both of his shoots. Kilauea turn, it takes some time to be honest, but it's a better dribble to use in R1 than R2. So let's just go with that. Jumping volley if you have someone to cross for you like Nita or Kaiser. Other than that, then no, just remove jumping volley. But if you do have someone, then yes, use jumping volley. That's it for Netherlands. Italy. Hernandez, again, I won't touch a goalkeeper, so we're just going to leave him in that. Speaking of which, I completely forgot about Dolman. For Dolman as well, I won't touch his skills, just remove his shoot. Rusciano, there's the guy. Let's go with the skills person. Sniper, not good. Scoring sense, not good. Overpowering shoot, definitely good. Militant, not good. Risky style, it leaves you open for people like Diaz with their B legendary, so do not use this skill. Dribble stealer, no. Just overpowering shoot is useful for this guy. And because of that, the best option for him is flying knee shoot, nothing else. If you could afford a lot of cost and everything, then sure, you can go with these two shoots, but personally, I won't recommend him. He's only good for his flying knee shoot and overpowering shoot. By the way, remove crown lifting. That thing is absolutely hideous. Just go with shield bash all the way. England Robson. Remove all of his skills, remove his block, definitely remove it. Full power tackle, that's pretty much the only skill you need to use on him. I do remember having to remove a skill from this guy. What was it? And a successful critical defense, yeah, that never happens. And unactivating zone, yeah. For Casino, you actually have to remove these two skills. It never activates. I don't know why they even gave him that. Because critical defense is not defined by goalkeepers. Their saves are actually block moves, not critical defense. The rest I'm not going to touch, and yep, that's it for him. Alberto. remove his shoots, but keep double force shoot. You'll be surprised. Alberto as a defender, but having double force shoot is a very terrifying thing, because you can just use combo overlap, like I did in my videos far too many times. Call Alberto forward, and while you have the ball with Karls, you can either go forward and use Sekita's shoot, or you can come back and use double force shoot with Alberto. So your opponents will be confused which direction you're going to attack. So yeah, I really suggest double force shoot. It really helped me confuse my opponents a lot. Really gives you that element of surprise. You can't use it too often, but you can use it like a couple of times in the match and score with it, which is really good. Ball Hunter, definitely keep it on Alberto. Defense Mastery, not good. Defense Artisan only activates on very small number of players, and you know, when you have a defender with, let me just show it to you guys. When you have a defender with 90 defense and every other good striker has over 90 defense, over 90 offense, Defense Artisan is not a good idea. Pillar of Defense, you'll never activate it. Leader's traits, why would you even need that? And yep, the only thing you're gonna need is Ball Hunter. That's it. Leo, the guy everyone uses for cheesing with Schneider, obviously inherited Dolman. So, oh, okay. For a second there, I forgot that with United Pass. Sorry. Yep, inherited Soul and Soul Pass are definitely the ones you're gonna need. Goal Hunter, you'll never need it. This, you'll never need it. That, you'll never need it. And yep, inherited. The first thing you're gonna need is Soul Pass. After that, it's Inheritance Soul for Schneider. If you're not going to use Schneider, remove Inherited Soul and Inherited Spirit. But if you are going to use him, then yes, you're going to need these two skills. And Assist Maker. If Schneider is not on your team, again, remove these three. Only use Soul Pass. Carlos Barra. Oh boy. So, pretty much my main ace for this event. He was very good to use. I was honestly very surprised at how well he performed here. Obviously part of it is because you can't afford too much cost on your team, so my opponents didn't really have that much of a great defense. But Carlos as a whole surprised me. His Sagittar's shoot was very good. One shot at Genza with only 4 dribbles. Rolling overhead kick, very useful skill to have. A very useful move to have. I was constantly using cross shoots with this. Well, not overusing it, but you know. Remove his Carlos turn entirely, just use double touch for both of his dribbles. Double force shoot. I just explained it for Alberto, so I'm not going to explain it again. His skills. Let's just remove everything here. Okay. So the first skill you're going to have on yourself is Power Shooter. After that, going with Offense Master is pretty much the best option for you when you're running Carlos. If you had any more room, if you could afford any more, you'll be very surprised how well Young Ace will do for you. Because you're not obliged to do all 5 dribbles. You can do as many as you want, 3 or 4, and then shoot, and you'll see very good results based on it. So yeah, if you could afford Young Ace, you'll be very surprised how well he can do. I was surprised, and I pretty much scored with him almost every single match. Okay, Argentina. We have Pascal, Galvan, and Diaz. So first things first, Galvan. If this game could actually load it. Thank you. Okay, remove all of his moves. His skill, Power Fighter, useless. Passing Expert, useless. Pass Master, useless. Unstable, useless. Hard Tackler. If you actually had to use something on him, use Hard Tackler. But you're not really obliged to use any of his skills. Raging Wave Tackle is good enough for R2 Tackle as it is. You know what, I'm just going to avoid Diaz completely this time. People who use Diaz with B Legendary and every combination they want. There's really no use explaining anything here. Pascal. Argentina Golden Do, I mean, people who use Be Legendary don't use this one too. United Pass, that's a very good one. And no, this is not good. The Power of Bonds, nope. Dribbler, nope. Pass of Faith, nope, nope, nope. Yeah, the only thing he has good for him is United Pass. And let's move on from Argentina to Uruguay. Victorino. Victorino, keep his Panther Shoot. Definitely keep his Panther Shoot. And go with Speedster. That's it. Don't use anything else. Just use his Speedster. That's all you're gonna need. Just speed around and then shoot. If you could afford more, use Born to Dribble. Speedster and Born to Dribble, then just run towards the goal as fast as you can and use a Panther Shoot. It's perfect for chipping away at the opponent's spirits. It's perfect. You won't be disappointed in Victorino. Now for Sangor, we have Soul Pass. Definitely have that. Assist Maker if you're gonna run Schneider. Jesus, Possession Demon, Feels Conductor. I'm pretty sure that didn't enhance anything useful, so let's just avoid that. And yep, just keep Soul Pass for Sangor. And yeah, look, first let's just look at this. Just take a small look. First of all, remember his speed is 90, so he's one of the fast ones. Proud Runner, meh. Speedster, definitely. Swift Arrow, nope. Third time's the charm, nope. You're not gonna score with this guy. Reckless Charge, 8 cost, that is not worth it. So if you could afford more, go with Proud Runner, but Speedster is more than enough for this guy. Vulture Shoot, yes, keep that. Diving Header, nope, you're not gonna need it. Just Vulture Shoot and Speedster. If you could afford a Proud Runner, you'll be surprised. He'll be pretty much as good as Victorino in this kind of stuff. Shoot, obviously remove Megaton Shoot. Let me just check his other skills. Taunting Guardian, unsuccessful tackle move. Yep, definitely remove Mad Dog. Ace Killer, yep, definitely activated. What is he doing? It's a block move, guys, believe me. The goalkeeper stuff is a block move. So yeah, remove those 2 skills, Plays Rough and Mad Dog. Just keep these 4 on Osman. Ryan, that's a very complicated player to use. Just so much about him. Ryan has always been a mystery for me, not gonna lie. Let's just start with his skills. Absolute Dominance, it's 8 costs, not worth it. Feels Conductor, not worth it. Soloist Confidence, pretty much some kind of dribble crazy. I guess having it won't hurt. Bearer of Victory, yes, keep it. Soloist Confidence, that's pretty much all Ryan has going for him. His stats are not high enough to do much with Rabona Illusion or with Analyze Shoots, so keep Matador Trick for Dribble 2. Actually, no, this depends on your own personal opinion. They're both good. Depends on what you want to do with it. Rabona Illusion, actually yes, keep Matador Trick for R2 Dribble to use Rabona Illusion's Miracle Goal chance. They're not gonna need Analyze Shoot because he has 99 technique and 96 defense. He'll easily charge his kick cage fill rate. Keep Justice Blake Shoot for him and Blake, and that's it. Now for Blake himself. He's a walking tank, but he's a slowpoke. First things first. Keep Menacing Shoot. Definitely keep Menacing Shoot. After that, Power Fighter, meh. It's honestly not that good, but If you just have to use Blake and Ryan, then yes, go with it. Blake Shook, you're definitely gonna need that. Overhead kick, if you have someone like Nita, Kaiser, Diallo, anyone with a speeding thing that's gonna crossfire you, then yes, keep overhead kick. If not, then just don't. You don't really get it to say anything for the dribbles, just this Blake shoot, and yep. Keep shoulder charge for R1 tackle. And that's it for Blake. If you're gonna run Blake, you have to run Ryan, because Blake is useless without Ryan. It's that Justice Blake shoot that makes him powerful. Shoshunko, remove his super speed kickback cannon. That 20 cost is not worth it, guys. I guarantee it. If you just spread that 20 cost on your other players, you're gonna get way better results. Don't be obsessed with it like I was. It took me a while to realize how wrong I was. Eye of the Dragon and Ball Hunter are a must for Shoshunko. No trap shooter, nope. Unshakable Mark. If you could fit more cost on your team, use Unshakable Mark 2. He's gonna be a speed demon when you use these 3 skills on him. Now you see how effective this is. 80 cost, and he's gonna be a monster to get past. Bunok, remove everything he has, including his block. It's not worth it. Again, Muay Thai defense, definitely use that. Fortifications, no hard tackler. If you could afford more cost on your team, use hard tackler. Together, his Muay Thai tackle is going to destroy everyone. Espadas, I'm not going to comment on that. I never tried to use him. Never going to, so I just leave that to any other Espadas player who has it. Hino. Do not use Fierce Dragon Soul. Yeah, I know I'm just saying something you don't like, but trust me, guys. When you're in the lead, you're gonna have to try to protect your lead. You don't get much chance to increase the lead. Not to mention how slow Hino is to charge his kick sphere at 81 technique. That's slow enough as it is, but none of his skills boost this technique, and his dribble is also slow. So just forget about Fierce Dragon Soul. You can use that 7 cost a lot better in your team than give it to this guy. First out the gate, remove this post player. I mean, that does make Hino capable of using cross shoot as well as shooting himself. So yeah, use post player. Helps your team move around a lot. Striker's duty, nope. Power shooter, 100% keep power shooter on him. Japan bomber, no, remove it. So here's the thing. The first thing you're gonna add to him is power shooter. If you could afford more, go with post player. Actually, definitely use post player as well. It's gonna help your team move around a lot better. You have a lot of options if you have these 2 skills on Hino. Jumping volley, nope. Use dragon shoot, use high dragon shoot. By the way, if you haven't realized, by using post player, you're pretty much making Hino be a side forward. Dragon shoot, high dragon shoot, keep both of these guys on and don't have anything else on him. Since I don't have Levin, Pepe and Oviron, I can't give you guys any tips about them. Anyway, that's it for today's video, a rather long explanation on how to build teams and these online events. I hope you found them useful, and I'll see you all next time.